Hello, thanks for tuning in today. Today we're going to go over everything you need to know about San Antonio before you move here. So you're moving to San Antonio. That's great, but what do you really know about the second largest city in Texas? Well, I'm your host, Chris Waggy, and City Real Estate Guide. Today we're going to be going over everything that makes this city so unique. So before we begin, hit the subscribe and notification bell so that each week you can stay up to date on everything San Antonio and real estate. So why are you moving here? Perhaps you're being transferred by your job, or maybe you're coming because of all the job opportunities and the growth our city is experiencing. San Antonio was the fastest growing city in the country in 2018, and we have not slowed down since. And even though our neighbor to the north is now known as the Silicon Valley of Texas, San Antonio is experiencing its own tech boom, with companies like Hulu, CaptureRx, USAA, TaskUs, and many more increasing their footprint in our city. We also have a thriving bioscience field. We are experiencing massive home growth, and with it, our housing has remained more affordable. Our median home price is just over $200,000. That's nearly half of what Austin's is. San Antonio consistently ranks very well on affordability scales. And while we are still experiencing massive housing appreciation, it is at a much more sustainable level than most boom cities. Many people who have not lived here or visited here don't know how diverse this city really is. With multiple neighborhoods, each with their own identity and feel, there really is something for everyone. And one of the things that makes this city special is just how friendly it is. And coming from the east or the west coast, one of the more congested areas of the country, it will be a welcome surprise to have people come by and say hello or wave to you. You may be asking yourself, what is it like here? Well, you might have heard it's hot. It is. It's pretty darn hot. But don't worry, during the summer, we have our ways of keeping cool. We'll go over some of those later. You may have heard of San Antonio referred to as Military City, USA, and for good reason too. With a large population of both active and retired military personnel, plus 4 major military installations, including Randolph and Lackland Air Force Base, Fort Sam Houston, and Camp Bullis. We are proud of our military tradition. As I mentioned before, San Antonio is a booming city. With a population of nearly 2.3 million, we have estimates that we will reach 3 million people by 2030. We're also a younger city. With an average age of 33 years old, we're 4 years younger than the national average. We also rank very high in percentage of families here. Our city has lots of parks. For your little ones, whether they're furry or not, we have plenty of places for you to explore. Our median household income is $53,000. And while that may not seem really high, when you see the housing prices and the affordability factor, our cost of living is so much lower than many other places. Your dollar really can go a lot further. You'll definitely notice our unique and proud culture here. With very old Mexican and German influences, this city has a unique feeling all of its own. San Antonio is a very popular tourist city, drawing millions of people each year. In 2018, we welcomed over 39 million people to this wonderful place. You'll need to come and see just why so many people keep coming to visit. So why are people coming to visit? Let's look at some of those big attractions. We have SeaWorld, where you can get up close with marine life, as well as penguins and other animals. We have Six Flags, which features roller coasters and events throughout the year. We also have the San Antonio Zoo and several museums worth exploring. No list of attractions of San Antonio would be complete without the world-famous Riverwalk. This slow, lazy river meanders straight through downtown and is lined by shops, restaurants, and bars, and is always full of people with wonderful things to do. For sports lovers, we have the multiple championship winning San Antonio Spurs. We also have minor league baseball and soccer. Of course, we host the Alamo Bowl each year with some of the best college football teams visiting. We're also known as an event city. Fiesta. That's a month-long celebration with hundreds of events taking place throughout the city. Millions of people come each year to experience it, as well as Wurst Fest in New Braunfels and several other events. No matter what month it is, your calendar will always be full. San Antonio is not on an island. We are surrounded by amazing communities that each brings their own vibe. From Bernie to New Braunfels to Green and Comfort, as well as the coast just a couple hours away, you will never run out of things to go do and places to visit. During the hot summer months, we have a multitude of lakes and rivers that you can go visit. Floating the river in San Marcos has to be a summer tradition for everyone. So now that you know a little bit about the city, make sure that you're subscribed, because each episode we're gonna go in depth on what to do and what's happening in the city. We will also talk about insider tips and tricks to buying and selling, as well as real estate knowledge that every person should have. If you will be calling San Antonio home soon, leave me a comment, give me a call, send me an email, send me a text, whatever you have to do to get a hold of me, just get a hold of me. I'd love to help you find your own piece of our amazing city. So until next episode, make sure to take care, be safe, and God bless.